Jaguars, as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago, we are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the rookie first-rounder from LSU, it's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Bortles going to run the draw with Fournette. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The first carry for the tailback, Jeremy Langford. And a short gain there. Down to the 37-yard line. Second down, 8. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, Langford. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
And that's something that's been lacking in Baltimore's running game the last few seasons, the ability to really hit on a big run.
Last year, their longest run was just 41 yards all season, 4 yards per carry near the bottom of the league. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Langford. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. A break from the ground game here. Flacco steps away to his left. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a carry here for Terrence West. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still one. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. The slot man in motion right. Here's West. Oh, and now West lost the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. He's at the 50, the 40. 20, 10, 5, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
We'll be singing in the shower post-game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it, because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They start on the ground with West. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
On second down, Flacco to throw. He's got it to West on the dump-off. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Third down now following the completed pass. Now West. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it, no yardage. Flacco here on second down, setting up the screen for West. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Flacco from the gun. That is caught. It's Perriman. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
With Steve Smith retiring, someone's got to fill the void as the #1 receiver for the Baltimore Ravens. And Brashad Perriman, going into his 3rd year, this needs to be his time.
First-round pick, of course, missed all of his rookie year with a knee injury, 33 catches last year.
He has the ability. Now he has to just go out and do it.
And he motions the wide receiver. On first down, Flacco. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The veteran Jeremy Maclin was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. In motion left is Perriman. They'll run it with West. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Flacco. And he's got his man. That's Maclin. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. This is West. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down, Flacco now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So they get 3. They were hoping for 6, an unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
A reminder coming up in the Sunday night game, matchup you don't see very often, a rematch of Super Bowl 18. The Raiders traveling to Washington, and then tomorrow on Monday night we'll see the Cowboys heading to the desert to take on the Cardinals.
Former NFC East rivals.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And down he'll go at the 25. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
When you surrender 24 turnovers in a season, 16 interceptions, 8 fumbles lost, Blake Bortles, you do hire a quarterback guru to try and get you right, don't you?
And that's what he did. Has to limit those turnover numbers, doesn't he?
He has a defense that's ready to play right now. He needs to help them by taking care of the ball.
Looking and finding Allen Hurns. 23 yards on the play. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback has to slide and find open space to throw.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Play action. Now it's Bortles. Caught. Right side. It's Lewis. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Bortles to throw on second down. And some space here. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Bortles going to try and throw on third down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, here's Bortles. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Only the Rams made fewer trips to the red zone than the Jags last year, but here they are in the red zone, 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Again, it's Fournette, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So on 4th down, on comes the Jaguars' Jason Myers now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Myers able to knock it through. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. Flush to his right. Now a hit, and Flacco drops the football. It's loose. And the Jags grab it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Bortles. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing now is Bortles. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Myers able to knock it through. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They begin here with a run by Wentz. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
6 yards to go here on second down. It's West again, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Flacco looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From the gun, it's Bortles. Being chased out left. Dumps it off to Fournette. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. first down. Bortles. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Bortles to throw once more. Dancing to his left. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
1st and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. Flush to his right. He's got it to West on the dump-off. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. In motion left is Perriman. On 3rd down, that's West, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Here's Flacco. And that's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a handoff looking right. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Flacco. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This is fielded inside the 5. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Welcome back now here in London. And ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run it again with Fournette. He'll be dropped at the 30. The first broken tackle couldn't bust him free. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Now they run with a backup. It's Chris Ivory. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They go play action here on 1st down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the rookie from Alabama, Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down? To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. On 1st down, Flacco. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Fowler in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Second down, Flacco now. Forced out to his left. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 14. And the wideout in motion. Third and long for Joe Flacco. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Ravens on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Flacco. Looking left side. That's caught by Maclin. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Halfback sent in motion. Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Jeremy Maclin, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll run it now out of the gun. They find some open field here. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Partner, I think a lot of people thought that Baltimore would draft at least one runner. In fact, they didn't take any skill position players in the draft. So I think a lot's still going to fall on Terrence West.
Well, he did have over 1,000 yards from scrimmage last year, a career high. Now Flacco. And this is caught. Jeremy Maclin. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Getting late in the fourth now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
On second down, Ivory. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, to say that this has not been his game is probably a big understatement. I mean, he is all over the place. Mechanics are off, not accurate, except if you're playing on defense, because they picked off a good number of passes.
Yeah, all the INTs, but they're throwing it off his back foot. Pressure coming, just chucking it downfield. He can't do that right now.
No, you can't do that at all. And I think one of the hardest things for a guy having a day like this one is to find a way to just kind of get out of it, kind of get yourself back to neutral. Because what you try and do is make even more spectacular plays to make up for it, and it usually leads to more bad ones.
In motion left is Perriman. Back to throw. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. This is Fournette. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Now Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary, something crazy here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Brandon, this will be a great win for them. The better team's going to win this game, no question about it.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Flacco to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Miles Jack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. To pass, Flacco. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Sean Davis with a pick. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Fournette on the counter. Oh, no, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for the Jags, it's an ideal start as they move to 3.